when the attendance is appearing, hopefully we see them. It's normally around 65th minute, I'd say, comes up. Different my little light today, and I'm wondering if that's going to be a mistake. Yeah, that's fine. I was going to say that it's daylight till the end of the game now, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. Well, oh, they've pulled it back from Jesus. Absolutely bonkers. That is absolutely insane. Oh, it's finished full time though. That is insane. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, but at least Scotland won. Still won now. Exactly. That's all that matters. It's over 5 minutes. Scotland have that ability to I think they're making a change. Yeah, I think they're warming us up. I think that's Byron Mason. I was going to say. It's definitely one of the Mason. Yeah, but he's not listed. Oh, yeah. That is definitely Mason, though. He's not listed. No, he's sorry.
Yeah,
unless
Dan.
he's part of the coaching team.
Yeah, that's Dan Mason.
Yes, Dan. Yes, because the brothers are so similar. Yeah. The Mason brothers are legends at the show. Yeah, they really are.
Yeah, there's another one, isn't there? There's three.
No, it's fine. They're about to restart. Don't worry about it. Well, hello and welcome back to second half coverage here at the AEI Stadium, where Gosport Borough are hosting Sholing Town. Well, Sholing, sorry. And it's going to be Gosport kicking us off, shooting from my left to right, and Sholing shooting from my right to left. Sholing in the red and white, and Gosport in the yellow and blue. And I must say, it was an entertaining first half. Sholing taking the early lead on 2 minutes. Jake McCarthy calling the shot into the far corner. It was a fantastic finish, but Gosport managed to get back into the game on half an hour. Hisham Kasamu from 12 yards, keeping his cool and slotting past Turner to put Gosport back into level terms. That's what he's done, because he was pointing upwards. And as he may have heard, the referee has indicated he wants a floodlight song for this second half. Is he playing for the electricity? And it will be Gosport kicking us off in this one. Adam Tommaso, the man inside the centre circle for Gosport. And we are underway for this second half. Charlie Vasmer booting it long. It might just reach Dan Wooden, who's forced into heading backwards. He had Taylor just behind him, putting pressure on him. So is that halfway? No, it's a bit overcast, but he has asked for the lights to go on, so you should see that any second now. The switches are down the end of the stand. Dan Wooden flicking back into Hisham Kasamu, skims ahead of the goal scorer as it just goes straight into possession for Turner. He bowls into target on the far side. And Sholing just taking their time, engineering something with Magri, scooping the ball forward. There we go. It finds Mason, who shields it down for Hesketh. Now Sholing looking to take it down the left-hand side with Felivi. He's got Rabbits beside him, but Felivi's going to go alone. Cole's in a ball headed away by Charlie Vasmer, and Tarbach follows it up by heading a little bit further away. And now Taylor back into Hesketh, being chased down by Jordan Ngalo and Hisham Kasamu, but a trailing leg there from Ngalo brings down Hesketh, and Sholing have the free kick, quickly taken by Magri. Target looks up, ball in. and it just falls over everyone inside the box. A lovely ball for Gosport.
Yeah, no, I thought for a second it was going to be a really decent delivery, and then it turned out that it actually wasn't.
Jeremy, also this end, shooting towards the Gosport end. How big do you think that will be?
I think psychologically it's important for Borough because they know that's where a lot of their hardcore fans are massed. And there'll be a lot of noise and a lot of fervent support coming from that end. So, yeah, hopefully those fans will do their bit by making themselves heard, and hopefully the rest will take care of itself. But I think, make no mistake, this is going to be a very, very tense 45 minutes.
What do you think we can expect from this second 45?
More of the same.
Osler puts it forward into Dan Wooden, who does well to nod it back into Hisham Kasmu, who is pushed to the floor just outside the penalty area, but the referee pulls back to the original decision.
Yeah, which he had to do, in fairness. I know Kasmu went down, but he was always going to bring it down for the first, to bring it back for the first decision. It was a clear foul on Dan Wooden, so Hish, I think, just needs to accept. Although he's gone down awkwardly there, isn't he? He's landed awkwardly there, and he's a little bit of discomfort.
Ben Greenwood from 30 yards on this right-hand side with the free kick.
Okay, cool.
Knowing Ben Greenwood, he probably could score a free kick from there. He did score a nice free kick against Sholing in the reverse fixture. Ben Greenwood, left-footed ball in, curled in, but it's just a little bit too close to Turner there. And now he kicks it forward. It's being chased down on the far side by Hesketh. He gets it forward, but goes straight into Adam Tommaso, who clears it away. Still just inside the Gosport half. Target throws it in. And now Magri rolling it across. Taylor forward into Felivi, down the centre of the Gosport half. Looking to pick a through ball, but instead intercepted by Joe Osler, and he loses possession to McCarthy. Coming forward, runs into trouble, and then Osler slides into Hesketh. It's a good time challenge. McCarthy whips in a ball, blocked by Gosport. Falls back to Willie, 25 yards out, edge of the area, gets it to Target. Target looks up, scoops in the ball, charged down by Brad Tarbuck, out for a deeper throw-in.
That's better defending from Gosport, though.
It's a well-timed challenge from Osler.
Had to be, because if he'd got that wrong, that would have been a card. That was some really good, in-depth, thorough defending against a rampant Sholing who had just literally come out and gone held for leather in attack. So it's great to watch. But Gosport are going to have to work hard. They are both going to have to work hard out there to nullify the threat from the other.
Well, Sholing with the corner now. They've gone short. And now it's gone back into Roberts, who looks to curl in a ball. And it might just find the head of McCarthy, who got onto the end of the cross. Couldn't get a goal with, instead heading it wide. Once again, McCarthy on goal, unmarked, had a free opportunity at goal.
Yeah, let that be a warning to Gosport. You cannot let any, particularly him, but you can't let any particular Sholing player have that kind of freedom.
This threat, though, from Sholing, it is relentless.
It is, but then great, that's their game plan. And Gosport have got to deal with it. It's as simple as that, really.
Thomas from the goal kick goes long, finds Dan Wooden, who heads it onto Hisham Kasmu. Kasmu brings it down. Just Willie was a bit too quick there to clear it away. And now a high ball finds Charlie Phasma, who nods it straight onto Hesketh, the Sholing skipper. He goes right into Target. Now Roberts looking to cut inside of Ben Greenwood. He goes back to Hesketh. Hesketh looking to feed it into Target, but passes it out of play. Just a little bit too wide for Target to get onto the end of. Gosport won't mind that. Sort of kills their momentum as it goes out for a Gosport thrown on the far side.
Actually, James, I think that's what Gosport's best tactic needs to be. I think they just need to slow it down and just kill the momentum that Sholing have built up. Because at the moment, the momentum is very much with the visitors, without a doubt. So I think they just need to try and break up play and just slow them down.
Felivi looking to nod forward, but finds Charlie Phasma, who returns the header forward. And now Hisham Kasmu's done excellent to overturn possession, striding forward. He's got Dan Wooden beside him, but Hisham Kasmu cuts inside. Once again, didn't have the options around him, still feeds it into Brad Tarbuck while on the floor. Harry Cavanaugh, right of the 18-yard box, goes inside into Jordan Ngalo, outside the penalty area. Brad Tarbuck, right of the box, Goes in the ball, headed away by Magri, but it's been picked up by Adam Tommaso, 25 yards out. Tarbuck, right at the box, drills in another cross. Casimir looked to get onto the end of it, brought down. This time the referee weighs away the decisions. And now Sholing looking to counter down the other end of the pitch with Felivi being chased down by Joe Morrison. Felivi cuts inside, goes for a right-footed cross, met by Ben Greenwood, who glances his header straight onto Hesketh, 30 yards out. Roberts up against Ben Greenwood, jinks inside, gets his cross across. And now it's going to be picked up by Harry Kavanagh. It's a heavy touch which allows Felivi to overturn it on the byline. Feeds in a ball, saved by Thomas. It was a left-footed save before gathering the rebound well. Thomas did exactly what he needed to do there.
Yeah, excuse me dropping one there because I was quite alarmed. Yeah, that really should have been by rights been 2-1 Sholing.
Now Gosport up the other end of the pitch. It's like a basketball game the last 2 minutes. Hisham Kasimu takes it round the turn. It keeps it on the byline. But skies his shot way over the bar. I'm not sure what was worse there, the goalkeeper or the shot from Kasimu.
Kasimu could have put with Tarbuck there and would have lurking. He did really well. But yeah, and then again, James, he went for glory.
Wrong choice there.
Unfortunately, he'll be disappointed with that. But anyway, Sholing will have, in fact, they already have restarted. This game is breathless, really.
Enjoyable, though.
Yes, it's lovely to watch. And a neutral would be absolutely loving this. So one apiece. Gosport 1, Sholing 1 with 8 minutes of the second half played. Sholing driving forward down the middle. Danger for Gosport again. And Greenwood goes down but does his defensive duty. But gets the free kick though. But Sholing, every time they go forward, they look so dangerous. It's but yes, I mean, our Sholing colleagues have just called it. There's been chances at both ends in the last 2 to 3 minutes, but
they're readying a chat.
And I believe a substitution is imminent for Sholing. They are sort of certainly making preparations. So we have a free kick for Sholing, about 10 yards outside of the penalty area here. I think Hesketh are going to line it up.
Probably.
So, and it's almost just to the right of the D, so it's almost straight on, which is the hardest type of free kick for the taker to deliver, because you've got to get it up, down, over the wall. You've got a little bit more distance to do that, but the closer you are, the harder it gets. But this is where the Gosport wall has to do an important job. The referee's being a little fussy with the positioning of the ball.
Tape measure out.
Yeah, that'll be the next thing. But James, you're back.
Do you think he goes for a shot?
He's
or
definitely
something
100%
smarter?
going for goal here. Why would you not?
I think that's a very good question.
McCarthy up behind it.
Well, he's already scored one stunner. Can he get another? He lobs it over the wall and it flies just over Thomas's crossbar. Just needed a bit more dip there. And I have noticed Mark Summerhill in deep conversation with Glenn Howes. They've got a bit of paperwork out. I wonder if Gosport could be just looking to make a change.
Well, we know that Sholing are making one now. We expected it, and it's been coming. And it's going to be
Vinny
2.
14 off. 14 off.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sholing substitution coming on at number 12, Vinny Tune, replacing number 14, James Roberts.
Roberts certainly energetic throughout the game. Had a great opportunity to send Sholing 2-0 up when he was through on goal.
Yeah, he's
chipping
been a
just
handful.
high.
He's been a handful, make no mistake.
But I think Toom could be a great addition to this one for Sholing.
Yes, I think when you have a manager like Paul Doswell making a change this early in the second half, you know that he's expecting that player to come on and have a big impact. And I think Toom can certainly do that. So Gosport, beware.
A goal kick taken by Thomas, brought down by Dan Wooden. Now Kavanagh threading a ball into Brad Tarbuck, 25 yards out, returns the pass into Kavanagh just beside the byline. He gets in the cross, headed back by Ngalo, picked up by Sholing, cleared away. Gosport drill another ball back in, the ball yo-yoing between the two teams as it stands. And now Toom, who's just entered the pitch, gets his first touch, looking to take that pace down the right-hand side up against Ben Greenwood before going back inside. Looks for the safer option into Willie. Now Hesketh He's got Felivi right of him. He goes for that option. Now, Rabbit's arriving on the overlap. He does choose that option. Rabbit's with a deep hanging cross flies over everyone inside the Gosport area, falls back to Tomb. Now McCarthy into Tomb. Tomb returning the pass into McCarthy, who goes for a low-driven cross. Well gathered, though, by Thomas. Dan Mason unable to get onto the end of the low cross there.
Hopefully.
Just a little bit too much pace behind the ball there.
Loading it. Connor, keep an eye out for your WhatsApps, mate.
And if you're just tuning
There it
in
is.
to Gosport Radio,
There it is.
it's still one apiece.
1-1-0-5.
Good attendance over the 1,000 mark.
Gate is 1105.
Now Tarbuck, 25 yards out, launching in across. It might just work to Ben Greenwood on the far side. Instead, ushered away by Target, who's looking to see it out of play, and he does just that when he saw a goal kick.
Let's get that out. Ladies and gentlemen, the official attendance at the AI Stadium this afternoon is 1,105. 1105. Terrific. Thank you.
Another game in which the 1,000 mark broken.
Yeah, not the first time this season, and I doubt it'll be the last. I think it's the level of support the club's had these last couple of seasons is amazing. I think this is our third, fourth, maybe even fifth, without checking the facts, 1,000+ attendance this year.
Brilliant support from the Gosport fans, and even a lot of Sholing fans who have made the journey up to Gosport today.
Well, they've all contributed, haven't they? So, it's fantastic to see them as well. And yeah, what an atmosphere, and the game is befitting of the occasion.
Yeah. Well, it certainly has been an entertaining game, and still so much left to play for in this one. The big playoff showdown. Game currently all square, though, if you're just tuning in. And now Sholing looking to make it 2-1. Tomb down the right-hand side, caught by Charlie Vasmer, but Tomb gets it back to Mason. Mason, a little bit too unselfish there, looking to feed a pass rather than going for goal. And I don't think Harry Kavanagh will be happy with that clearance.
No, he definitely won't be. And he's showing his exasperation in a various degree of mannerisms there, but unfortunately, he won't be happy with it.
And Tarbuck giving away a needless foul on Taylor there.
Yeah, that's Brad being as rugged as ever, but I'll tell you what, a team with Brad Tarbuck in it is far better than a team without Brad Tarbuck in it. So, yes, I think he's a key player, but I think disciplinary, he walks the tightrope every single week.
For sure. And no goals up to update you on in any of the second half games in the Southern League. So any of the games really yet to get going in the second half. Now Magri just outside his own area, being charged down by Hisham Kasamu. 2 run backs to get onto the end of the pass. Still has the ball, right hand side, gets it back to Target, who's dispossessed by Joe Osler, who's way out of his normal positioning. Before running back to his usual position of centre back.
Tommy Lee Higgs.
Tommy Lee Higgs, formerly of Bognor Regis. So clearly another attacking change up front, and he will be coming on for Mason.
Yeah, okay. 9. So it's 20 for 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Sholing substitution coming on number 20, Tommy Lee Higgs, replacing number 9, Dan Mason.
Hasn't really made the impact today, Dan Mason, that he probably would have wanted to.
No, but then having said that, the player that he is, and him and his brothers have been absolute stalwarts at Sholing over the last 10 to 15 years. And you wouldn't want to be without him. But Tommy Lee Higgs, yes, formerly of Bognor, been around the block once or twice. He brings a lot of experience and a lot of dynamism to the attack. So Gosport, again, beware.
Rabbits on the near side into Felivi, looking to turn Harry Kavanagh, but instead holds it up before dealing in across, chased down by Tomb. Thomas just a little bit quicker there to gather the ball. And I have noticed Zach Sharp thoroughly interrogating a little piece of paper in front of him. He's got a whole book, and it does look like Gosport is about to make a change.
They need to, really.
The digital board has come out.
I think because Paul Doswell's made a few changes.
Joe Morrison with a great architectural ball into Tarbuck, who back heels it. Wasted there from Tarbuck.
Yeah, it was just misread. It was misread. The target's Kavanagh inside him, and it didn't quite come off. But yeah, I think Gosport need to be looking to make changes now. They've got to keep up with the tactical adjustments that Doswell and Sholing have made the last 5 minutes. And here we are.
Michael Fernandez will be coming on for the home side. a player who certainly can make that difference. Could he be the catalyst for Gosport?
Needs to be.
But before we see that change, Sholing may have one last attack before they make it. Felivi brought down excellently by Adam Tommaso, too strong for the attacker. Sholing immediately overturn it though with Tommy Lee Higgs coming forward now, 25 yards out, still holds it up for Felivi. Felivi gets it into target right at the penalty area. Looking to charge inside of Ben Greenwood, takes it to the byline and fires across straight into Thomas. And now Thomas looking to get down the other end of the pitch rapidly. And Dan wouldn't losing possession though to Magri.
Yeah. We haven't made the change yet. It's coming.
Well, that is the big change that Gosport will be waiting to make Michael Fernandez. And like I said, Jeremy, before he comes onto the pitch, you would think he will make a big difference to this one. Loves running out the defence.
Yeah, hopefully this will be the Fernandez that comes on and lights up the game, as we know he can do.
Who's for though?
We're going to wait and see who's for, but I'd imagine it's going to be a straight swap, possibly Dan Wooden, because he hasn't really been in the game today.
Vasma launching a ball forward, finds Rabbits on the near side. Rabbits with his red boots looking to do a ball forward. Now Kavanagh on the near side looking to play it through into Tarbar. Tarbar running forward, once again caught by Taylor. Now Turner looking to fire across forward, but it's intercepted by Adam Tommaso, who heads it onto Dan Wooden. Wooden, 25 yards out, goes into Greenwood, edge of the area, back to Wooden. Just flies over the head of the Gosport striker, though. Goes back into Sholing possession. And the ball just does not want to run out of play, does it?
No,
change.
Gosport have been waiting about 3 or 4 minutes to make this change, but of course, the breathless nature of the game means they're going to have to wait till the ball goes dead, either out of play or a free kick, etc. And there just isn't a break. It was just absolutely breathless stuff.
Heskev inside his own half. Right-footed pass across into target, occupying that right-hand area. He finds two. Back to Heskev on the halfway line.
Gosport have sent Fernandez back in because of the length of time it's taking to get him on.
Just trying to find a
Target on the far touchline. And very little to separate these two sides in the second half. And Lee Higgs, the Sholing substitute, brought
Now
down.
we might get it. There's a stoppage, so now the assistants come to the halfway line. So I
But
think
the free kick immediately
see, there you go. It's taken
The
quickly.
cross whipped in. It finds Charlie Vasmer, who's forced into heading backwards. The clearance looking to be picked up by Harry Kavanagh, who further clears it upwards.
Right now,
And now
it
the
should
ball
happen.
has run out of play.
Here we go.
So it will be a Gosport substitution. Michael Fernandez coming on in replacement of Charlie Vasmer.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gosport Borough substitution coming on. Number 20, Michael Fernandez. Replacing number 6, Charlie Wasmer.
I've got to be honest, I didn't see that sub coming, but I quite like it.
It's an attacking
An
sub,
attack
isn't
for a
it?
defender.
Definitely that. They put an extra striker on. So Gosport showing their intent to try and win this game, as Sholing have done with their substitutions. And we know that Fernandez can do it. We know that if he's on his game and is up for it and in the mood, he can terrorise a defence. We know he can. The question is he ready to do it? So James is updating social media, so I'll take you through. So the game restarts with a throw down the near side for Gosport. Kavanagh the taker, goes long, Wooden grappling with two Sholing defenders, wins the ball, flicks it on, and play quickly moves on here. Tommaso falling on his foul. That was a sort of 50-51 for me, but the referee's given it to Sholing, and Gosport's attack is stopped dead in its tracks. Now Sholing, as they've done so far all afternoon, haven't wasted any time. They don't mess about. The free kick's taken quickly, the ball being moved around quickly. James, are you back?
Not yet.
Okay. So now down the other end, Greenwood combines with Thomas, the goalkeeper, to end that particular threat, but you know it won't be the last one. And Gosport trying to get moving. Here's the foul. And okay, the referee's pulled a foul to Higgs, I think. Yeah, Borough players a little frustrated, and it's showing with Brad Tarver, who gets the inevitable yellow card, James.
Was that one for talking?
You know it is.
You
know it.
I could have.
Yeah.
I was going to say, you could be a very rich man if you were to bet on that. Brad Tarbart getting a yellow.
Yeah, he obviously missed last week's game, didn't he? But was it last week he missed that one?
I think it was last week, yeah.
Because of his sending off against Dortmund.
Well, it was the week prior he got sent off
Yeah,
to Dortmund.
so he had a
like
one
you
game
alluded
ban
to.
for 2 yellows, and now he's back and on a yellow. So just
Well, he needs to
wants
be careful now.
Yeah, walking the tightrope.
Do you think Glenn House will be thinking about that?
Nope, because I think you need him out there. This sort of game where it's so even.
Well, Magri going forward, long cross, chased down by Tommy Lee Higgs. Well gathered though by Thomas, who's urging his team to get upfield.
With the little margin of error in this game, I think yes, I thought so.
Well, Dan Wooden bundled
that
over
was,
there by Taylor.
Taylor had his arm around Wooden's neck, so that was clearly a foul. But I do think there's going to be fine margins in this. If anyone wins it, it's not going to be by much. It'll take one moment, just one moment, one mistake. Very reminiscent, in fact, of the game at Worthing in last season's FA Trophy that was eventually rendered null and void. It's a very similar game to that, and it all turned on one moment at the end.
Well, 67 minutes now on the clock. It's Gosport 1, Sholing 1. Gosport with a set piece, just right of centre, midway inside the Sholing half. Harry Kavanagh over this set piece. And he goes short into an unwanting Brad Tarbart. Tarbart looks up, deals in across, evades Joe Morrison and falls to Jake Hesketh, right of the 18-yard box. I like the idea of that set piece. Just didn't come off.
Lovely idea. Really well done in its execution as well, but the delivery just too high for Morrison to get his head on the end of.
And Gosport have won themselves another free kick just inside the Sholing half after Adam Tommaso went down. I think this one might be taken by Ben Greenwood instead. A long one forward.
Well, I think you just need to launch it up into the mixer really in this type of game, because pretty football has a place, but sometimes you just need to be a bit more direct.
Ben Greenwood looks up, hands in a ball. Joe Morrison nods it forward, finds target, who heads away. Tarbart chases down the clearance. Gosport unable to overturn it. Magri with a right-footed clearance away. It goes 10 yards, still inside the Sholing half, out for a Gosport throw-in, one which Ben Greenwood will throw back into Oslo.
I think Sholing are preparing another change. I've just seen Paul Doswell indicate to one of his substitutes to really get warmed up.
Very reactive, to be fair, the Sholing manager.
Well, he is, and that's his experience.
Fernandez forward into Dan Wooden. Dan Wooden just losing the ball. Now Sholing looking to take it down the left-hand side. Hesketh smashing it out of play.
Let's not forget that here's a guy that's managed Eastleigh at high level and went to Sutton United and managed them in the National League, and went toe-to-toe with Arsenal for quite a while in that FA Cup tie in 2017. Arsenal ended up winning it 5-1, but for quite a while, toe-to-toe.
Well, here comes the next Sholing substitute. It will be Dan Wishart coming on.
Wishart now. Come on.
For
Substitution.
Rabbits.
Showing substitution coming on number 5, Dan Wishart, replacing number 3, Joe Rabbits.
And what do you think the thinking was behind that sub, Jeremy?
Putting more pressure on. Because I remember Wishart's played for Paul Doswell at Sutton United, very influential player, and always pops up with a goal or two. So, yeah, I think he's going to add more firepower.
Well, it looks like he's gone over already to mark down Wooden, so perhaps to nullify the threat of that left-hand side with Michael Fernandez now on the pitch as well.
But yeah, I've sort of been aware of Wishart's career over the last few years. Yeah, he is a very experienced, influential player.
Throw and taken for Gosport, works to Tarbach, who chips it forward onto Dan Wooden, and then Magri hits it high into the sky. The two teams dueling for that aerial ball. Sholing victorious in it as they take it to the touchline. Falevi hitting it forward, chased down by Lee Higgs. But Greenwood clears it up the other end, out for a Sholing throw-in.
Another one on the way, I think. Substitution, I mean. Doswell's walking down the line, and I think he's called his final substitute, which we know will be, well, in fact, no, they've got two to play, haven't they? So,
yeah.
I think this might be Blaze Riley Snow.
Well, some goals to update you on. Farnham have levelled against Hanwell Town. Ryan Kinane on 56 minutes. Weymouth leading comfortably away to
Basingstoke
Tiverton.
have equalised.
Well, yeah.
So that's a big one in the playoff race.
James
That means
Clark from the penalty spot.
it's basically as you were at the start of play today. It's basically as you were.
Also, big goal potentially in the title race. Gloucester City now lead at home to Bracknell
Bracknell.
Town. Kieran Thomas on 64 minutes.
Dorch the leading pool. Oh no, they've equalised.
I was going to say,
Yeah, that was a quick turnaround.
the lead lasting just 4 minutes in that derby. Remember, we will keep you updated with all the scores in the Southern League. Sholing on the attack for Levy outside the area into McCarthy. McCarthy
Well
once
charged
again
down.
trying to call it, but charged down by Morrison. Now Gosport looking to counter. Wooden a bit too high. Pass there into Casamu. Hesketh overturns the possession, 25 yards out, looking to get inside. Gets it through and it's team finished. Tommy Lee Higgs, a substitute, manages to rifle past Thomas. Too easy for Sholing once again, and now Gosport have to get back
that
into the
is,
zone.
we're talking 72. 72. Going with that. Goal for Sholing scored in the 72nd minute. Scorer number 20, Tommy Lee Hicks.
Well taken opportunity by Sholing, once again poorly defended by Gosport.
Say it, they switched off, didn't they? And then you've given a chance to an experienced player like Tommy Lee Higgs, bread and butter. And Gosport, I'm afraid, again, are their own worst enemy, and that they will rue. And the game has been so fiercely contested. And I said it can turn on a moment. Let us hope for Gosport's sake that is not the moment. But they now have 18 minutes to find another equaliser, Gosport. With the way the whole playoff situation works at the moment, they must find one. Because it's advantage Sholing in the playoff race as things stand, with Chertsey being held. So it's advantage Sholing as we go forward. So Gosport now, the urgency is there. They must find a way back. They have to. Otherwise, I fear their playoff chances might just start slipping away.
Well, one thing I have noticed, as soon as that Sholing goal went in, Teo Singer, the new Gosport man, asked to warm up. Get him on now, I would say.
Yeah, you've got, with a player like that, you've got him on loan from the Championship side.
Another change coming up.
Yeah, but Paul Doswell isn't a man to let the grass grow under his feet. And it will be Blaze Riley Snow.
And I wonder if that's to nullify the Gosport threat now with their lead. Riley Snow, a defender, coming on for Sholing.
But they've got to wait for this corner to be taken first before anything happens. Although they are making the change. Eskith. Substitution for Sholing coming on number 4, Blaze Riley Snow, replacing number 10, Jake Eskith.
Hesketh being dynamic for Sholing.
Absolutely. Can't rate him highly enough. So Paul Doswell has nearly emptied his bench.
And to be fair, what a time to get Riley Snow on for this corner as well to defend it.
Yes, and I think that was very much in his thinking because he'll be important in the mix here to try and keep Gosport out from this set piece.
Well, Gosport with a set piece, can they still convert from it? Tarbach with a corner. Michael Fernandez running towards the front post. And it finds, I think it was Casimir there who it found, but couldn't connect with a shot. Now for Levy looking to take a counter. Ben Greenwood pulls him to the floor. So Sholing will have a free kick just inside their own half, and a yellow will be plucked for Ben Greenwood.
I think the turn for that is taking one for the team.
And Teo Singer will be coming on to make his Gosport debut, called over by Zach Sharp.
Here he comes. So, what a moment for this young man if he can come on and turn this game back round.
Well, I think he is a player. I know we haven't seen him in a Gosport shirt, but scored bags for Moneyfields. Now just having these final instructions from Glenn Howes. What can Teo Singer do upon coming on?
But Gosport will survive this first because you know Sholing are going to work this chance to this opportunity to their benefit. Sorry, getting my words muddled there a little bit, but yes, Sholing free kick on the halfway line.
The set piece comes in. It's been targeted towards McCarthy there, who brings it down. Heavy touch, which allows Michael Fernandez to get onto the end of it. He draws the free kick. Gosport looking to take it quickly, but they're not going to be able to. Kavanagh passes back into Joe Morrison from the free kick.
15 minutes left. 2-1 Sholing lead, but Gosport are about to make an important change here. And Morrison, come on, he needs to go long.
Well, he does just that. It's been chased down by Hisham Kasamu. Magri with a mistimed clearance. Now Michael Fernandez, edge of the area, gets it centre into target. Tarbuck lining up with a cross. Well intercepted by Sholing. Now Ben Greenwood on the far side. Into Ingalo.
Didn't quite work.
Looking to Jenkins' side of target. Instead goes outside, launching in across. Finds Magri, who heads it upwards. And then Riley Snow further nods it forward. Gosport overturn it though, 30 yards out. Before Riley Snow hacks it back forward.
It's utter chaos out there. Then you've got a Sholing player on the ground. So the game has had to be stopped because it looks a fairly serious injury, to be honest.
Well, some more goals in the Southern League. Taunton have extended their lead to 2 against Plymouth Parkway. Nielsen on 17 minutes, and Yate Town have found their leveller against Wimborne Town. Alex Monks on 76 minutes
Here
for the
comes
home
the
side.
change for Gosport.
Now, this is something I'm looking forward to seeing. Singer
See
on,
who's going to be for
and it will be
16.
Ngalo coming off.
Ngalo.
On comes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gosport Borough substitution. Would you welcome onto the pitch, please? Number 23, Teo Singer. Replacing number 16, Jordan Ngalo.
Guys, good game today.
Yeah.
Well, let's see what the new Gosport man can do.
Yeah. What a wonderful opportunity he has to come on and make an immediate impact for his new club, basically. We know he's on loan from Pompey, but yeah, it's going to be, it was a drop ball to get the game back underway after the injury. So let's see where this leads. Another Sholing player has gone down, so the referee's taken one look. Is he going to stop the game or is he going to let it go? And I'll tell you what, he's not looking too happy either. That player is down. Can't see who it is. McCarthy, I'm told by my Sholing colleagues down the end. Yeah, he's in serious trouble. He's in serious trouble. Kavanagh's gone to see him. The Sholing physio straight out. Yeah, he's not in a good way.
Well, he's been great for Sholing in this game, being their main talisman.
Absolutely.
Fans
This
will
be
not
a
want to see
massive
him
blow if
down.
He can't finish it.
And looks to be in some real pain down there.
Absolutely.
Tarbuck also going over to see McCarthy. Pretty sure the duo played with each other when they were both at Hampton Waterlooville. And I have noticed Sholing look like they could be preparing another sub. And I think we could be seeing the end of McCarthy's afternoon then.
Yeah, so well, that will be the last one they can make because they've only have one substitution left open to them, which will be Gardner Smith.
There's a free thing going.
Yeah, and here it is. He's ready to come on. So Paul Doswell will have emptied his bench with this one, whereas Gosport still have another 3 changes to make should they wish to do so. But yes, he doesn't look in a good way, does he?
I think that'll be a huge miss for Sholing as well in the final 13 minutes.
Sholing 2.
So we've got 10 to play here, 2-1 Sholing lead.
But still, it does feel like this game is still very much on that knife
I don't
edge.
think it's finished. If Gosport can really just, they're going to have to show a lot more urgency these last 10 minutes. But if they can get a quick equaliser, then it's all to play for, really. But yeah, they'll rue that goal they've given away because the defence was poor to allow
And
Higgs.
that's been the main critique today. It's
Yeah.
just been not really, well, just unorganised sometimes, our defence.
But that
And
being
also-
said, you can't look past the quality of the finish from Higgs. He's an experienced player and he doesn't miss many of those.
Yeah, 7-8.
7.
So will be McCarthy coming off after sustaining that injury.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Sholing making their final substitution, coming on number 18, Jacob Gardner Smith, replacing number 7, Jacob McCarthy.
So McCarthy, and he's gone back to the floor as
Yeah,
well.
I think they might have to call for a stretcher here because he couldn't take any weight when they helped him to
Well,
his feet.
even the Gosport physio,
Yeah,
I
there
think
we
that's
go. The
just
Gosport
what they've
physio's
gone
gone.
over and
I
get.
know why he's gone underneath the stand. It's going to be a stretcher. That's such a shame. Such a sad thing to see.
From a neutral's point of view, it's been a pleasure watching him today. He's really lit up the field.
Absolutely. What a player. My man of the match, actually, McCarthy.
I'd say so.
And But it's not just today, is it, for Sholing? You know,
No.
this looks a fairly serious injury, so he's going to be out for a little while.
Yeah,
And that's going to be a huge loss for Paul Doswell and Sholing moving forward. And I don't just mean for the last 10 minutes of this game.
Oh, he's got his head in his hands, something you don't want to see. And the Sholing man will be getting on the stretcher.
He's coming up in his circumstances.
But good from the Gosport department in helping the Sholing man.
Well, I don't know, because the thing is, the problem with a long delay like this is that you've then got to get back into the game.
Yeah.
But because the pace has been absolutely relentless in this game of football.
Oh, even
But
Roy
this is
Williams
horrible.
scored those
This
headers.
is horrible. And he's getting a very sporting, generous round of applause. And Rory Williams and the Gosport physio helped take him off. And that's horrible to watch. And he's heading straight for the treatment room.
Oh, everyone here on Gosport Radio
Wishes him
wishing
well.
McCarthy a speedy recovery.
Absolutely. But the game will resume now. With 9 minutes to play, there will be some stoppage time following that and other delays to the game. But we're going to be off and running again, I think. Sholing leading 2-1 with 8 to play, plus whatever is added on. Gosport now with it in their own backyard. Thomas trying to find Greenwood down the left flank. Greenwood has to move the ball forward and quickly. Gosport cannot mess about anymore. They must show urgency. The long ball easily dealt with by Sholing. Fernandez here in the mix, but Sholing come away with it. They're attacking down the right-hand side, and the ball should be piecemeal for Greenwood. Does manage to get it back to Thomas. Thomas now has a little time, James.
And he gets it forward into Adam Tommaso. He's being chased down by 3 or 4 Sholing players. In the end, tripped, which wins him the free kick. Quickly taken into Joe Morrison. He's got Kamnar to the right of him. Teo in front of him. Teo with a good first touch before feeding it back into Joe Morrison. And he receives the ball again, Teo Singer. Keeps his composure into Tarbuck, and Tarbuck runs straight into trouble. But Teo feeds it into Kamnar. Kamnar whips in a ball. Unfortunately, well defended there by Sholing, but goes back into Tarbuck, 25 yards out, right into Harry Kamnar, looking to jink inside, curls in a ball, headed away by Magri, chased down though by Kamnar, who gets on the end of the clearance, picks out Singer, Singer lining up a shot, slices high over the bar.
Difficult chance. He had to sort of twist his body to catch that on the half volley.
Yeah.
So trying to keep that ball down was nigh on impossible, but a really good effort from the young man there.
I'll tell you what, he's looked really lively though already.
Yeah,
in his first few touches.
Passing we saw down there, you can tell he's got something about him. That was 2 really snappy, crisp passes that opened up Sholing. So I think he's got a big role to play in these last 7 minutes plus.
Oh, just look at
There
that,
he is
his
again.
tenacity on the near side, chasing down Wishart there.
Possibly. The argument is, should he have come on earlier?
Yeah.
That is the argument that some Borough fans might now be presenting.
Well, I've got a funny feeling we might be seeing a lot more of him, signed on until the end of the season. And we did hear earlier that there were a lot of clubs obviously interested in him. Chose Gosport though. And now he's on the ball at the moment, Teo Singer. Didn't really see it, which allowed for Sholing to overturn possession midway inside the park. And now Target coming down the right-hand side, being chased down by Casmu. By Sholing, just keeping their composure once again. Tommy Lee Higgs. Well, Higgs on the ball again on the far side, but this time closed down by Ben Greenwood.
Midway inside Gosport's half.
Our throw-in has been awarded on the far side for Sholing. And really not too much longer left to go. 5 minutes left of this first half.
Plus.
Sholing with a slender lead. I think we will be seeing a lot of added time. Yeah.
7.
Yeah, plus.
2 on the far side.
Chertsey back in front. So, yeah.
Not what you want to hear from a
No,
Gosport
it's not, because
perspective.
Gosport now really can't afford to lose this. At all, with Buckhamstead winning as well.
Wishart on the near side, passing forward into Fleavy. Wishart looking to progress forward, but Fleavy's going to take it alone. Goes outside of Harry Kavanagh, taking it to the Gosport byline. He's still got Wishart behind him if he wants to choose that option, but instead goes towards the number 18 Gardiner Smith. And the cross comes in, well gathered by Thomas.
Right, let's go.
Michael Fernandez, one of the Gosport substitutes, on the ball, goes inside of Riley Snow, brought down, wins his side a free kick. I'll tell you what, it's been a physical game today.
Yeah, but a good one. You know, it's good natured. There's been no nastiness at all. It's been lovely to see. You know, both teams just want to play their football, and that's what you want to see.
Morrison striding down the right-hand side. He finds Singer. Singer turns, threads it through into Kavanagh. Kavanagh with a cross in, cleared away by Magri. Magri has been at the centre of all the Gosport crosses, really showing his experience today. And we talked about man in the match contenders. I think Magri could be a contender for that as Felivi looks to take it down the near side.
I think Tommaso's going to get a yellow for that. That's another
Tommaso
yellow.
grabbling Felivi.
Gosport's fifth of the match.
Yeah. A lot of Gosport players needing to be careful for the final few minutes.
So that's five of them on tight ropes. Mind you, sorry, four of them because Wassman's gone. But yeah, 4 players out there are walking the tight rope.
We know all about late goals. Let's hope.
Well, Sholing have a free kick on line with the halfway line. Wishart with it. Hammers it forward towards the far side. Chased down by Target. Target gets on the end of it. Edge of the box, lining up a shot. It didn't really have great accuracy though. Floated over the Gosport bar. Not a fine strike from the number 11. Ambitious though. And now Thomas looking to restart it again. Fires forward, looking to pick out Dan Wooden. Dan Wooden gets on the end of it. I think it was just a push there onto Gardiner Smith.
Yeah.
That drew the foul.
Time's starting to run out for Borough now. They must find a way back into this game with the way the scores are. With Chertsey ahead, Hampstead ahead. Gosport could finish the day quite a bit off the pace.
Yeah.
With the playoffs, if they end up
For
losing
you,
this.
if the score stays the way it is, and same with the Chertsey, is
Big
that us
blow.
out of the playoffs?
No, but it's a huge blow. You're not mathematically out of it until you're mathematically out of it. But
How big
you've
of a
got to look at
psychological
it.
blow would that be?
Massive, massive. And Chertsey now 3-1 up.
So it does look like Chertsey will be heading for the 3 points as it stands.
Yeah, and Hampstead 2-0 up. So yeah, Gosport really need to find a way back into this in the last 3 minutes, 2 or 3 minutes.
Well, I'll get you some of the scores from the other games that aren't too relevant to the playoff race. But before I do that, Lee Higgs is chasing down the ball. Joe Morrison beats him in that pace battle before going into Harry Kavanagh. Well, I can update you on those scores now. Berkhamsted lead away to Evesham by 2-0. Luke Andrews with the latest. Weymouth with a thumping lead over Tiverton Town. Tom Bearwish with the latest on the 86th minute. And Walton and Hersham have come from behind to lead at Hamilton Waterlooville. Francis Armati on 81 minutes. If you're just tuning in to Gosport Radio here, it is still Sholing 2, Gosport 1.
Yeah, time's starting to really run out now. We're into the last minute of normal time. We're going to see a board for the added. We know there will be some added time because of what happened to McCarthy. But how much is the referee going to add? And Gosport will be hoping the more the better. But really, you sense that Gosport's entire league season hinges on the next minute or two.
Well, like you said, it's going to be very testing of not just the physical side, but the character of these lads as well. Do they have what it takes to get back into this game?
This is
salvage
it.
our season.
Test. This is the test now.
Riley Snow on the halfway line for the visitors, coming forward, gets past Casamu, but can't get a pass forward into Lee Higgs. Cleared away by Ben Greenwood up the other end of the pitch. And Riley Snow just winning all these loose balls.
Yeah, he's a good player. And he's winning a lot of the battles he needs to win.
Wishart getting past Tarbar. Khan Singer looking to get it through into Felivi. Just thinking time his runs right. Joe Morrison holding him back a bit. And I think Morrison did just enough there to put him off, Jeremy.
Yeah, had to. It was a vital moment, really, because Gosport.
There will be 8 minutes added on.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has indicated a minimum of
Kavanagh looping in a
ball.
ball. He can't find Dan Wooden. Michael Fernandez tussling for it just outside the penalty area. And now a ball pushed forward for Sholing, chased down by Lee Higgs. It's a wonderful challenge, though, from Joe Ostler to deny Higgs there.
That had to be right. It had to be. And Ostler got it, but if he'd have got that wrong, I would not like to think what happened next. But 8 minutes, so Gosport thrown a lifeline time-wise by the referee. However, they still have a throw to defend against here. And Sholing, of course, could quite conceivably want to go on and get a third to wrap it up. But Gosport have got 8 precious minutes to save this, James.
Wishart throws it into Lee Higgs, who's shielding the ball away from Tommaso. Wishart gets the return pass, plays it into Fleavy. He's looking to take it towards the corner, killing those seconds. Kavanagh tussling for it. Morrison's arriving behind the attacker, looking to win it from behind him. 2 players on Fleavy. Used his strength well there. And this is what Sholing are going to do for the final few minutes. Just keep it in that corner.
It's going to be a long 8 minutes for them trying to do that. Gosport are going to get at least one more opportunity to break out. But they will try and do this for as long as they're able.
Wishart with the throw, throws it into Fleavy, back to Wishart. Coming more infield, but Gosport clear it. And fortunately, the final touch there, coming off of a Sholing man and out for a Gosport throw. Quickly taken by Kavanagh, who throws it straight to a Sholing man. Just need to take their time a bit more, I think, Gosport, with those certain actions. And Morrison ushering the ball out to play on the near side.
I think he's actually debating where it is or where it should be.
Harry Kavanagh chucks it back into Thomas. Sideways pass into Joe Whistler. In acres of space down the left-hand side. Forward into Ben Greenwood. Gosport progressing up the left touchline. Michael Fernandez jinking inside of target. Using his pace but can't get past Riley Snow.
Throw him.
Well, Gosport, minutes left to get a point from this game.
Yeah, they've got 6 of the 8 minutes added on left to play with. Still not a lot. But at the moment, they don't look like fashioning a chance.
And I think that's been the issue for Gosport. It's so limited in front of goal. As for Sholing, it's just been relentless. Higgs now taking it down the right-hand side. Not being closed down by Gosport. Tarbart comes in. Does well enough to win his side the ball back. Now Kavanagh just outside his own penalty box. Forward into Teo Singer. Right-hand side. Teo Singer up against Fleavy. Gets past Fleavy, but can't get past Wishart.
Brilliant challenge from Dan Wishart there. But Gosport really, this is it. Their season really, in effect, psychologically does rest on the next 7 minutes. Well, less than that now, 5.
Singer, right-hand side, runs straight into trouble. Closed down quickly. In the end, it goes out of play for another Gosport throw, and this one on line with the halfway line. Kavanagh throws it into Morrison. Morrison does well to bring it down, crossing in a ball. No one inside the Sholing area. Why are we not flooding that area?
Yeah, there's no anticipation there, was there? And that was such a fantastic, that Turner's doing all the usual now. Whereas he's entitled to do.
And I do have to say, in gathering the ball, Turner does look to have suffered a bit of cramp there. I think a bit of both, trying to kill some seconds as well. Ball hooked out of play by Adam Tommaso, out for a Sholing throw-in. Zach Sharp, one of the Gosport backroom coaches, handing the ball to Wishart, trying to steady up the game.
Speed him up, because obviously Sholing are going to want to slow things down with 4 of the 8 minutes remaining.
Wishart throws it forward. Harry Kavanagh nods it backwards. It's going to be picked up by Toom. Toom on the byline. Can he kill off this game? He picks out Riley Snow, who's closed down quickly there. Now Michael Fernandez looking to stride down the left-hand side, using that ferocious pace. But he can't get past the number 15. Really brought down by Michael Fernandez there, and that is the end of the urgency.
Frustration showing there, I think, from Fernandez, but Sholing now just going to slow it down, which they will, of course, be wanting to do. But going back to that chance there, that could have been a critical error from Kavanagh, and it was a good chance not taken by Sholing. But they're not going to want to hurry this up, are they?
Just really killing those seconds now.
They're going to. If it was Gosport in front,
you don't blame me. Exactly.
They'd be doing.
Turner taking his time with a set piece midway inside his own half. The ex-Farnborough goalkeeper launching forward. Joe Osler gets onto the end of the ball, kept in play by Adam Tommaso, although the third official instead indicates that it did go out of play. So it's going to go out of play for a Sholing throw-in, and once again, no urgency to take this throw-in.
Time. Two.
And really not too much longer left to
No,
go.
2 minutes of the 8 added.
Exactly. Throw and taken by Sholing. Felivi shielding it. Can he get his shot across? Looking to take it to the byline. Still shielding the ball away from Joe Morrison and Ben Greenwood. He's doing really well to shield it from two Gosport players.
Right.
In the end,
Gosport come
Gosport
away with
managed
it.
to rescue the ball. They take it to the right-hand side. Harry Kavanagh in bags of space.
Less than 2 minutes, mate.
He gets it through to Isham Casimir. It's a heavy touch, but still keeps it in play. Casimir has Kavanagh behind him, but Casimir takes it back into Adam Tommaso. Tommaso looks up. He's got Osler to the right of him. Picks that option. Osler looks up. Thinks in a ball. It finds Dan Wooden, but it's not a good first touch. Dan Wooden even gives away the free kick. Agri winning it. I think that's summed up Gosport. Toothless in front of goal and just unable to engineer anything. Even the way we got back into this game.
Yeah, the penalty was fortuitous, wasn't it? The penalty was fortuitous, and
I think it's been really miserable for Gosport today going forward. I
yeah,
think.
it's been a great game of football, but that takes away the problem is all the chances. They just haven't made the most of the chances they've had, and Sholing have taken their two. And that's where we're at, and we're inside the last minute.
Ball chipped forward by Sholing, picked up by Ben Greenwood. Once again, putted down the other end of the half. Joe Morrison further volleying it forward, but it's being picked up by Wishart inside his own half. Blasts the ball forward into the Gosport half. Harry Kavanagh, just 20 yards inside.
Got to go long.
Ball forward, picked up by being picked up by Dan Wooden, but instead Winnie did not want to take any risks.
Leaning on.
Come on, Cav.
Just the one goal separating the two sides at the moment. Joe Morrison jinking inside, gets in the ball, too close so to Turner, and it's almost like he had glue on his gloves. Did so well to get through it there.
That's it. That was the chance. That was the chance.
Well, Turner might have just saved his side. And when he's side the 3 points, kicks it forward. Just seconds left to go. It's all up to the referee now when he wants to kill off this game. Tarbart, ball forward. He's giving Gosport a free kick. I think this is going to be the last chance of the game.
It is the last chance now.
Oh, what's Tarbart doing? He's kicking it straight into Felivi. After he's from Felivi onto Tarbart. This is once again where Tarbart needs to be careful, making sure he doesn't get a second yellow.
Right, make no mistake, this is it. This is the last chance saloon.
Thomas with a set piece inside his own loft, in his purple strip, goes long. It's not a heavy hit ball. Finds Taylor, hits it forward, and Sholing do just enough to win the game. The game finishes Gosport 1. Sholing 2. Admittedly, Sholing, it was all Sholing today. Gosport hanging their heads because they know that could be a huge result in our season. Every Gosport head dropped. Sholing look jubilant. The fans behind the Sholing goal are going nuts. That's because they know how big a result that is for the boatmen today. Gosport. Questions will be asked once again because that was not a good performance by any means. Like we said in the broadcast, we only got into this goal by a contentious decision from a penalty kick. Aside from that, it was all Sholing today. I mean, it was Sholing who took the early lead through Jay McCarthy. It was a fine strike in 2 minutes.
Yeah, I think looking at the scores, Chertsey are winning 4-2, but Campstead 2-0 up, Farnham winning for it. Yeah, this is not good for us at all. Yeah, so if we have a look at the table as it stands, James, this is where the blow's going to be. There it is.
Well, now, like you said, it does not make for good reading at all. Gosport currently in 7th, Sholing in 5th with a game in hand. Gosport Sholing 51, Chertsey with a game in hand on 50.
So, yeah, if they both win those, then they're going 6 points clear.
You say that, I think this could be the turning point in our season, not for good reasons. Tarbart, Joe Morrison, Adam Tommaso, all underneath us, and all look just despaired at that result. And you can understand why. The players, the coaching staff, all going over to clap the fans. And I think the fans deserve the applause because they did their job today, but the players just couldn't do theirs. And unfortunately, very little to be positive about after that result, if I'm being
No, I
honest.
mean, it's a great game of football, but you have to congratulate Sholing, their performance. Yeah, relentless, well organised, took the chances with aplomb. You have to hand it to them for that.
They
And
looked to
they
level above though today in the sport.
Sorry?
They looked to level above us.
They did, and that's the difference. That's the difference. Gosport, when they needed to deliver, they couldn't do it, and that is ultimately the margins you're looking at. Yeah,
Well,
that's
this
it.
result for showing what this is for them now. Not just obviously what it does for the table, but
It's a massive psychological boost for Sholing and a massive psychological blow for Gosport. And that man stood just in front of us. I think it's got a lot to digest now. Ian McInnes shakes his head right in front of us.
Well,
He's literally stood just in front of us, isn't he? He's just shaking his head.
one bright spark of gospel today who's receiving a bit of affordance below us. Taylor Singer.
Yeah, fantastic performance from Singer when he came on. I think the question was he brought on too late? Because he did look a bright spark, didn't he?
But these are the questions that will be asked in the post-match interview, so make sure to tune in for that. Fortunately, though, it's despair for Gosport today as it finishes Sholing 2, Gosport 1. We will be back for more commentary soon. Our final words for us, as always, are bye-bye.
Oh, it didn't look at all, did it? Wow, I mean, that's right.